Hi guys, it's Steffi from the Novelty Corner. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with another tag video, but this is a tag video with a difference. This is a tag video that is going to involve me reading books. So this is part one. This tag was originally created by Amy from Polyreader. I was tagged by Pip from Pip Reads, and it is all about revisiting the books that you read when you were younger and rereading them and seeing where you stand on them today. I've picked 3 books that I read in my mid to late teens, which basically puts it at over 10 years ago because I'm old. These are books that I have planned on rereading at some point, so that's why they're on this TBR, and I know that I'm going to read them at some point this year. So this may take a while before I get to part 2, but you can hold me to the fact that I need to read these books this year. So the first book that I want to talk about is The Northern Lights by Philip Pullman. This is the first book in His Dark Material series, and I have been meaning to reread this for ages. You guys have heard me talk about the fact that I want to reread it. I'm looking forward to it because I know this book gets a little bit controversial for some people. I think it's to do with religion. I can't actually remember what the controversy was. I remember hearing about it when I was reading the book originally, but I haven't since, and I wasn't paying that much attention to it back then. All I remember is that I really enjoyed it. I liked the detail in the world and I liked the characters, and I was so immersed in it that I read the trilogy in a weekend. So I am interested to see if I enjoy it as much now as an adult, and I am planning on listening to this one via the audio, which I think has, if not a full cast, it has a partial cast. So I can't wait to dive back into this book at some point very, very soon. I also want to reread Area 7 by Matthew Riley. I've been, well, at the start of the year I started rereading the Matthew Riley books, and I would like to continue with the Scarecrow series and reread Area 7. I love, love, love Ice Station, but there is a special part of my heart that is owned by this book because it was the very first Matthew Riley book that I owned, and I have such vivid memories. I got it for Christmas. I sat in a chair on Christmas night and I did not go to bed till I finished, and this book is over 500 pages long. I have very, very fond memories of this book. Again, action adventure story. This one's set in a bunker in the middle of the desert, sort of like Area 51, except there are some more sinister experiments going on at Area 7, and I just remembered loving this book so much. And then finally, I want to reread The Lost World by Michael Crichton. I read this one I actually read in my early teens. I read this in about year 7 or year 8, and I adored it. I read Jurassic Park and then I read this one, and this one was always my favorite of the two. And I just remember loving how much maths and science was in it. And at that point I was, well, I've never been really great at maths and science, but I love reading about it. And so to have that in here, and I don't think I'd seen the film at that point. No, I don't think I had seen the film. And so I read the book and then I went off and I watched the films, and I was, you know, in the fandom for a start. But I haven't read this for many, many years, so I'm looking forward to going back to it. So there we have it, the 3 loved rereads that I will be planning on reading sometime in the next couple of months. If you don't hear from me about these books, do remind me that I need to read them, but it's okay. I'm going to stick them on my TBR shelf for the time being. I haven't really thought far enough ahead about who I would like to tag for this, so I will leave a few people in the comments down below, but if you would like to do it, feel free, because I think rereading is such an absolute pleasure. I'm just sitting here thinking there are so many other books that I could have picked as well, but I picked books that I know that I'll try and go back to this year, because I'd really also like to reread The Martian, The Night Circus. I do actually really want to read A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury, but that may not happen this year. Just trying to think. I'm looking up at my bookshelves going, what else do I want to read? I almost put Magician by Raymond E. Feast on there as well, but I just don't think I can do the long high fantasy at the moment. And I have the mass paperback edition, so it's tiny, tiny writing. Too many decisions. I'm happy with what I picked. I am happy. In the comments below, let me know what you would pick if you had to pick 3 books to reread, and see what you thought of them now compared to when you were much younger. I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're having a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.